everybody. Welcome to Saturday Solutions. I'm Katie, and this is Katie's Moonchild's World. See if I can get my tongue to work. Good morning. Happy Saturday, or whatever day you're here. I hope you're having a good one, and I hope you've got plans to make it a good one. I thank you for being here. This is a spiritual card reading that is oriented to help us find some solutions to our problem. And we begin by identifying the problem. That's only a small part. After that is a whole journey on what we need to do to find the solution. So, if you want to join me, I'll put you down on my table and we'll get this party started. Welcome back. Well, you didn't really go anywhere. I just flipped you down. Okay, this is my table. Welcome. Oh dear, I see a couple things that need some charge of its intended. Grab a stone here. How about a nice piece of selenite? There we go. We're ready to begin. This is for entertainment purposes only. And for some reason, the camera is pointing to, there we go. Need to see all the card up here, right? Okay, everybody, welcome. Let's get this party started. Alrighty. We're going to start with our current situation. This is our 4 directions, but you notice it's kind of bottom heavy, our directional cross or tree of life. Maybe it's all about foundation, I think, this time. I'm getting messages that way anyway. We will find out our current situation. And all 3 of these decks are by Colette Baron Reed. This is the Mystical Shaman deck, this is the Enchanted Map deck, and this is the Shaman's Dream deck. This is where we are today. This is the sunset. This is where we want to be. This is the sunrise. So this is the west. This is the east. This is where we have to travel to get from here to here. Part of the way we have to travel is through a valley. Valley is also a message from Gaia, and this is a deck I haven't used with you all before. I've used it for years and years and years until recently. This is a deck by Radley Valentine. It's the Pharaoh Tarot cards. The Fairy Tarot cards. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I get my tongue wrapped around myself. And up here behind this is for entertainment purposes only. I tell you, listen to me try to talk. That's half of it. That's half the entertainment. Anyway, this is the Druid Craft deck. This is by Philip and Stephanie Carr-Graham. It is our mountain and it is the north. These 2 positions can have obstacles for us that we may need to come across or surpass. How to do that and how to maneuver our way around so that we can end up over here in our goals and hopes and dreams and all that wonderful stuff is this map in the middle. After we find how to get to our hopes and dreams, which we're going to keep that as our goal. First we find out where we are, then we find out where we want to be. Then we go through the obstacles and learn about the map on how to maneuver through everything. We get a message from the animals, which kind of brings you back to Gaia. These are our companions, our loved ones. They come from a totally pure place without an agenda except for survival. And that's why I have the white bunny as a purity bunny. Actually, if this bunny was in the wild, this bunny wouldn't live very long because it's white. It would show. Every predator out there would be a beacon for it. So, anyway, and this card is our message from Spirit, telling us what we need to do to take care of ourselves as we go through this planetary shift. Are we ready to start? I sure am. Let's see what our current situation is. What are we looking at here today in our sunset arena? Oh, we're in the medicine position so often. Oh, and this is an interesting card. Card of many paths, upside down. That's it, focus. Thank you. What I'm hearing from this, we have many paths. You have many paths to choose from. It's all important what you choose, which path you choose. Only choose the ones that serve you. And if you have not investigated or dug into you, you won't know which path to take. This is a 7 card. It's about control, reflection, and assessment. Very, very important which path you choose, that it be the path that is good and right for you. You have a purpose being here on this planet. The path you choose must align with that purpose. And that is why this card is in the medicine position. That's an area we severely need to heal. My goodness. Sorry, I just noticed a big crack that's new. Wow. In my quartz crystal. You wouldn't believe it, but this looked like a piece of glass when I bought it. It was perfectly clear. See that long crack? Here, let me hold it in my hand. I was trying to read the cards behind my hand, but there's a crack. See right there? See that? Right there? There, thank you, camera. That wasn't there yesterday that I know of. Wow. We are going through massive change. We have choices to make here. That's why you're feeling physically uncomfortable as we go through this shift. This is a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual shift. The only way you're going to be able to do it is understand that you can't control others. You can only control yourself. And that this is, only you can pick the path that you need to be on. And nobody else can read your heart. Only you know what's in your heart. What is your inner child telling you? What is your higher self telling you? Which path to take? Or you can be like the Fool card in the tarot. And just step off the cliff and land wherever you land on a path. It's up to you. However you do this, it's about choices. But don't make a choice without assessment and reflection, please. Because you also have to understand that a lot of this is out of your control. You can control you, but you can't control anything else. You can control you and your response to what is happening to you, around you, and for you. Where do we want to be? Please show us our sunset. Yeah, a netcaster. We want to be prepared to come to fruition. We're ready. We know this is the end of the cycle, and we want to be all prepared to not have to worry about the preparations that are coming to fruition. We have worked very hard to get here, to be here where we want to be. No? Yeah. We get this card a lot. All those lights out there. As I was talking to my friend Dolly, the Wolf Girl Oracle, earlier, she said she was going to go take a nap because she had so much spiritual energy in her built up. It was overflowing and she needed to go release it to the collective. This is where she is going. She is becoming the netcaster and casting out her net of energy into the larger, bigger picture, into the larger net. That's what we want to be able to do that. Understand and know, first of all, when your spirit is overflowing. And to know when to let it fall where it may, or when to just go and release it to the whole collective. I guess it depends on how much is overflowing, huh? I think so. Well, this is one of my cards from this deck, from the Shaman's Dream. Because a lot of the time we interpret dreams as being like a fishing net. Suggestions for solutions in our life are in that net we cast. For what we connect to are gods and goddesses, deities, brothers and sisters, animals, higher and lower beings. If you are in balance, you can communicate with all of it, understanding that the protections you have protect you from the dark beings who might masquerade themselves. This is what I want to achieve. So we have to go through what we're going through with this tug and pull the sun has been putting us through with these magnetic storms. The sun is going through a change as well. How is that going to affect our Earth? Good question. What does Gaia say? Let's ask. She's giving us 2 cards on this. Pardon me, I'm going to move the self-care message over so we can see these 2 cards appropriately. First card we have, now this is a tarot. Ha, look at the Chariot. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. This card is about celebrating your accomplishments and bringing in the spotlight. Have you voiced your opinion? This chariot is being pulled by dragonflies. And look at them, they're very happy to be pulling in the chariot of change. Once again, we have a 7 card. Matches the assessment, matches the reflection. It goes with being in the spotlight and celebrating your accomplishments. Look how far we have come. In this incarnation, this has been a very special one because of this change. And you are driving your chariot of change, symbolized by these dragonflies. Be dedicated to your path and to being the position you want to be on casting your net into the larger netcaster. There we go. What's the second card? Oh my goodness. We get 2 major arcana. The Lover's card. True love that is long-lasting. This card's about choices made from the heart. And it's about the return to good health. It's about partnerships in business and in friends, as well as your loved ones and family. This whole reading so far has been about number 6 and number 7. This card is telling me you made an agreement when you agreed to be born now. You signed a contract to bring light and love from the divine to everyone you touch, everyone you come in contact with, because this is the time of either dark or light. This is a yin and yang time of choices. We will go according to where the choices we make direct us. Whether those choices be a comfortable way or not, it is never the wrong way. It is never a wrong choice. It may not be the choice that works right now, but that means you change the choice. You have an agreement that says your outcome is to be this caster of love and light to everything around you, because the universe is needing it, because it's changing and going through a physical change in position in the solar system. Not even in the solar system, in the universe. That agreement is all about true love and unconditional love. It is up to us as light workers to be able to show those who are wondering, what do you mean? Shine your light. I can't see in the dark. What are you talking about? Think about that for a minute. We're on this ride together, but each one of us have our own independent path and our own chariot that we ride. Gaia is telling us, between the agreement that we made to be here and how we treat the changes that are happening to us while we are here, has everything to do with the obstacles we're going to come across in the valleys. Trust that your chariot knows the way, even if it seems like through a dark canyon. Or maybe that's floating on a canal. They are dragonflies after all. And to understand, this is a part of your agreement. The path you choose, how you get where you need to go to become the netcaster, is all in the contract that you signed to be here right now during this turbulent and chaotic time in the world. Understand, unconditional love overpowers everything. It is the longest lasting thing that we need and we produce as being human beings. Something tells me that our mountain is going to be interesting, considering it's a card about the druids. And this also is a tarot card. Okay. This is the rebirth card. As I recall, this deck has some special cards and some special, I haven't used this card in a while. So let's just see what this card is. The 20 card. Yeah, it's the death card. Hello. The death card also signifies rebirth, you guys, in case you didn't know that. You hear the call and awaken to the new light of day. You have entered the darkness and drunk from the cup of silence. You have chosen life and emerge reborn. The meaning of this card, the power of the call. You may have heard the call of your vocation, your mission in life, the spiritual path you are seeking, or simply the call of a new direction you need to take. Rebirth into a life that is more fully your own. You have come to a crossroads in your life, and a decision is required that will take you in a new direction. Follow the call to new directions and renewal. You will transform, and there's new decisions to be made. This is a time of rebuilding. I know it feels like it's a time of things falling apart, but if we can't find the weaknesses as things fall apart, how can we rebuild stronger and better and happier and more fulfilled for everyone equally, including the child and the rabbit? So, as this is a mountain card, your only obstacle in this card is the fact of understanding that you, by going through this pain and uncomfort we're all feeling right now, it's a rebirth process. It's a rebirth process. It's a time of psychic awakening. It's a time of your dreams, a time of deep thought and revelation, of feminine energy mysteries. Yes, gentlemen, that goes for you too. You have feminine energy. And it is also about withdrawing while you face your fears. You cannot be all things all at once. You cannot be alone in everything you do. No man is an island. Do you understand that? No man is an island. So this rebirth card is a 20 card, which breaks also down to a 2. Once again, it's talking about love, partnerships, duality, and balance. So you have to enter into the mountain to be reborn, to come out of it. How do we get from being reborn out of the mountain to knowing how to cast that net? We need to know the right path to take our chariot on to fulfill the contract and partnership that we have made to be here during this time. It requires a death of sorts of your old ways to be reborn. But to get from rebirth to the experienced netcaster of the collective, we need a map, obviously, for that. So what do we do here? 6 card again. I tell ya. Harmony, cooperation, and healing. Harmony, cooperation, and healing. Harmony, cooperation, and healing. And no man is a one-ring circus. No man is an island out there. That elephant is really trying. You know, the elephant is good for listening and remembering, but what good does it do that guy all by himself out there? And look how far away the surface ground is. Might as well be halfway to that moon. Oh my goodness. You want that rebirth? The contract of harmony and cooperation and healing on that path that you have chosen and are riding your chariot with. So, this reading is telling us, choose the path. It may seem upside down right now, but choose the path that fits what you desire the most. Whether that is harmony and freedom, whether that is financial independence, you choose your path. Understand that knowing while you're riding this path, that you're going through a transformation and change. And the only way that you're going to have success on this path is through deliberation, thinking about it, reflecting on the other choices that are coming on this path. Because you made a contract. You are fulfilling this contract to be a net caster. And you cannot be a caster of love, understanding, unless you are rebirthed in a way of knowing. You cannot do it alone. You're a part of something bigger. Get your head out of your own individual life. You can't find this path. You're having a hard time making this change, making this choice. Get your head out of your one-ring circus. Start looking with compassion and empathy at the world around you. You want harmony? Try living in a harmonious way yourself. You attract what you're a magnet to. So if you want harmony more than anything else, start living in a harmonious way. Put your swords down. No, you are not a one-ring circus. We need each other. And the only way we know when one of us needs help is when we cast our net out to the collective to see if someone needs help, and that person who needs help casts their net out into the collective as well, asking for help. This brings about the rebirth, and that's what this planet, this whole solar system is going through. That's why the energies are going in every direction. It's a push me, pull you situation. So, Spirit, sounds like we need to have a little separate advice on how to take care of ourselves. Please, message from you. What do we need to do to take care of ourselves? This is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle by Jill Pyle. Amen. To take care of ourselves, we need to nourish our temple. This is a 38. That's an 11 card, which is a master number of new beginnings. If you nourish your temple, if you're feeling like you're craving a certain kind of food, eat it. Drink lots and lots of pure, plain water. Meditate. Breathe. Do whatever your body is telling you you need to do to nourish your aura, because that aura that is radiating out of you, that is a part of what just is happening with the sun. Your aura is the same as the aurora. That's your magnetic field. Recognize your chakras. Do the things you need to do to get them humming and buzzing in order and feeling healthy and happy. And to do that, you have forgot, first of all, to treat your body like a temple, not as a tower. Because you know what happens at the tower moment? Lightning strikes towers. But tsunamis will go through or around a temple. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Makes sense if we nurture ourselves and our bodies, treat it like a sacred temple. Everything else will fall into place. Our psyche will be better. Our mental state, obviously, that's our psyche. Our psychic abilities will be clearer and more tuned, well tuned, I should say. So, yeah. Also, by nourishing your temple, that's where you will find the rituals that will help you get through more changes that are coming on this path, on this ride we're on through the universe. We're in it together. I know I haven't been alone with my insomnia and energy fluctuations. It's been crazy. Almost as warm at night as it is during the day, and it's not even summertime yet here. So, we have a little sweet message here from the bunny and our animals, companions. Just a little pat on the back, attaboy. I don't know, maybe it's a kick you in the butt. What are you doing? Wake the hell up. Let's see what the therapists are telling us. Hey, hi, Purity Bunny. Oh, yes. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. You will succeed in spite of these feelings. I'm going to talk about this right here. It's okay to be scared because it's a natural thing. It's part of your preparing your ego. It's a part of your fright or flight, I should say. But it's fight or flight response. And I love it that it's a bunny. Bunnies come out at night. They're harder to see for predators to see at night. And they know that no matter what, they're going to be prey. And it's an uncomfortable existence. But every night they still go out to feed because they know they'll succeed. Until they don't. Until their time is done. So when you're feeling scared and worried about what might happen, understand it may have been the motto of the old scouting to always be prepared. But that's one of the first things how they reprogrammed us. And I mean that as they, the powers that be that want to control you, is to tell you to be prepared for something that is an impossible thing to be. You cannot prepare for something you have no idea is going to happen. So you just have to go in flow and in faith and in trust that in spite of your feelings of fear, you're going to succeed. Because fear is such an uncomfortable place. None of us want to stay there. Really. By staying there, you make yourself out to be a victim. And I know I don't like being the victim. So, broadcast your net out there. Share your energy with the collective. We all need it. Our energies are waning. And I know yours are too. But let's plug into each other. Do what needs to be done. Cast that net. You guys, I always tell you to make kindness a habit. And I know habits are something that we do involuntarily most of the time. But they started by an intention. I mean simple kindness. I don't mean anything crazy. Just be good to the people and the living things around you, and they will be good to you. I know this from personal experience. So, I thank you for being here. Make kindness a habit, and the kindest thing that you could do for me is to subscribe to this channel if you want to hear more. I do a lot of art. That's what you can see on the tablecloth behind the cards. And some of that art is tutorials. So please come visit more. You tap on that bell that has all beside it. YouTube is supposed to let you know when I post something new. One thing's for sure, I do this every Saturday. So there will be one. If it's not all physically possible for me to do a reading on Saturday for you guys, it'll be here. So, as you cast your nets, understanding that you're not a one-ring circus, none of us are in this alone, have faith and trust in the fact that together we won't just survive, we will thrive. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.